Yianni here from Savepod, the world's first and only coffee pod maker, and today we are going to go through best practices, exactly how to use, and a quick start guide. So if you received your Savepod or are thinking about getting one, definitely watch this video. So to get started, we want to load in 50 filters. So one entire stack fits inside the dispenser, so you do not need to separate filters. And we are going to grind up some fresh coffee. You want to use a medium to medium fine grind if you're grinding it yourself. And if you're buying pre-ground coffee, that is perfect too. And we're going to go ahead and put that in the airtight drawer. And you want to push that in to engage the seal to make sure your coffee stays fresh. So now let's go ahead and make a pod. Ring goes on top. Look at how I pull out the filter here. Pull, one step. And you don't want to just yank it out. You want to kind of let it come out on its own like that so the filter stays intact. If it doesn't, simply adjust it so that the brim goes back in place and it will drop in the ring just like that. Once that's in there, you want to start filling your coffee. This is the fun part. So when you put one scoop, you want to put about half of it and then tamp a bit and then put the rest and tamp, and same thing on the second scoop. You want to do this progressively to get a nice tamp. You don't want to just put 2 full scoops and then tamp it down. And you could get 2 and a little bit more. The most I've gotten in there is 2.5, but 2 and a little bit is the perfect amount for me. Close the ring, snap it shut, and then just ensure it's closed. You could push it a little bit. And then it pops right into your brewer. This is going to fit in the multi-stream 5-needle brewers, and you want to make sure the L is on the left and the R is on the right, like indicated here, and that's going to close. These new brewers, you could kind of adjust the strength, which is nice, and the temperature, and 8 ounces is what I like best. I like anywhere from 4 to 8 ounces when I'm using Savepod. The best part about this is the cleanup. We added this little kind of grip here so you could easily open and close it, and look at how easy this cleanup is. And you could see the only waste is this paper filter, and look, a couple drops here is going to clean it. And that's it, you're done, and you're going to hang it back on the hook to dry. Again, this is the only bottomless ring with a disposable paper filter, and that makes for this super easy cleanup that you see here with minimal waste, 100% compostable. If you have any questions at all, email us, hey@safepods.com, and we cannot wait for you to experience the new standard in single serve. Thank you.